civilian aircraft, which means drone is below 20 kilo. However, it have device for data acquisition. For example, like camera, thermal dan sebagainya tu, that is under the second category. And the third one is unmanned aircraft system more than 20 kilo. So yang jenis ketiga ni adalah apa-apa drone yang beratnya 20 kilo ke atas. According to regulation, yang jenis 1 dan 2 kita perlu. Tapi yang ketiga adalah untuk menerbangkan dia, especially if we do things for commercial, we have to do seek for permit lah. Sama juga dengan 1 dan 2. If you do it for commercial works, then most of the time you need permission lah. Ataupun you nak fly dekat kawasan yang nearby airport pun, you might need to apply for permit lah untuk dapatkan release untuk terbang di kawasan-kawasan yang tak dibenarkan. Okay, so I think before kita move to our module 2, which application entrance in digital technology, we have a 10-minute break first, so everyone can top up their water, go to toilet lah, and then we'll be coming back at 11 lah. Okay, alright. You guys also can visit our small exhibition bawah container ya. We also have drone simulator. For those yang tak pernah terbangkan drone, you can try the simulator. We have Abang Azrul over here that can help to assist you guys. Famous thing that Unreal Engine is. So you just have to scan and then turn real life building ataupun environment untuk jadi your asset untuk digunakan for application for things like Unreal Engine. So 3D mapping boleh digunakan sama ada dengan hanya mengambil gambar ataupun dengan menggunakan sensor. For example, like using a LiDAR sensor, RGB, multispectral sensor. So for this sensor, it will enable a much more accurate data lah berbanding dengan kita hanya ambil gambar-gambar and stitch. So we'll see one video much more deeper about using drone in 3D mapping.
Drones are versatile tools that can be used for a wide variety of applications. One of the newer use cases for drones is to help create 3D models.
3D mapping. This is actually building inside the software.
Aerial images into digital spatial models. Here's what you need to know about 3D models, how you create 3D models with drones, and how these 3D models are being used across different industries. First, what is a 3D model? It's a three-dimensional representation of an object created by plotting individual points in 3D space along the X, Y, and Z axes. The points are connected by geometric shapes, such as triangles, lines, or curved surfaces, to form the model. You can create a 3D model manually by using 3D modeling software, by using an algorithm, or by scanning a physical object. And this is where drones come in. Drones are essentially airborne scanners that can be used to turn large objects, such as buildings, construction sites, or simply large land areas, into 3D models, thanks to a process called photogrammetry. Photogrammetry is the science of making measurements from photographs, particularly aerial photographs. The way photogrammetry works is it looks at photos of a subject taken from 2 or more locations. It uses the different perspectives of the images along with the location data of where the images were taken to triangulate the locations of point, camera sensor, and the optics of the drone. These geotagged photos can be processed by software programs such as DroneDeploy, Pix4D, and others to create 3D models with high detail and accuracy. To get the best results of creating a 3D model with your drone, you need to do 2 things. First, you need to make sure there is a 60 to 70% overlap between your aerial photos. This helps the triangulation process be more accurate and track the same points between images. Flight apps such as DroneDeploy and Pixforge and Capture allow you to create automated flight paths and set your desired image overlap. The second thing you need to do is make sure you capture photos of your subject at different angles and altitudes. Typically, you want to capture straight down images from around 100 to 200 feet. Then you want to circle your subject at a high altitude with about a 30-degree angle. Next, fly at a middle altitude with around a 45-degree angle. And lastly, fly at a lower altitude with a 70-degree angle. You of course also want to adjust your radius to keep the subject in frame. Capturing these different angles and altitudes helps create a higher quality 3D model by providing texture and image data of both the sides of the building and the top of the building. You can then use a software tool to process your images and create your 3D model. You can find more information on creating 3D models with your drone in our article linked in the video description. So how are these detailed 3D models being used across different industries? The construction industry has seen a huge benefit from drone imagery, mapping, and 3D modeling software. Construction firms can monitor progress at their construction sites with regular updates, and they can easily inspect different areas on the site. The accuracy of the 3D models also means they can be used to calculate distance, area, and volume measurements. Land surveying has also seen tremendous benefits from drone technology. Not only has it gotten easier to get an up-to-date view of a landscape, but you can create detailed bare earth models, digital surface models, and true orthomosaics, along with generating 3D models of the terrain. Firms specializing in inspection services can also utilize 3D models and drone mapping technology. They can safely inspect previously unseen angles of properties and equipment more safely and more efficiently. They can spot potential problems with detailed 3D models, add annotations, and see the original imagery for a better look at a particular area. Energy firms benefit from these kinds of tools as well. Much of their equipment is larger, more dangerous, or challenging to reach locations. The ease of inspecting equipment with drones and 3D models can help make sure inspections happen more frequently, reach more dangerous or challenging to reach locations, and help ensure the safety and longevity of the equipment. The agriculture industry is another area where drones are transforming the landscape. While farmers are not necessarily using 3D models, they can still leverage data from drones to create orthomosaic maps of their fields. Newer drones are available with multispectral cameras, allowing farmers to create normalized different vegetation indexes for a deeper understanding of their crop health and field performance. Public safety can also utilize 3D models for documenting and recreating crime scenes, recording evidence, and providing a clear picture for investigators, forensics, and jury members. Officials can even gather imagery and data in the wake of natural disasters in areas typically unsafe for people. And finally, architecture and engineering firms are using 3D models to create detailed and realistic context models of their building or development project. These models help architects communicate their final design to key stakeholders and investors. And across all of these industries, drones are making it safer, faster, and more efficient to gather meaningful data while reducing liability and risk. Check out our article linked in the video description for more information on creating 3D models with drones and how these models are being used in different industries. Join our newsletter at a link in the video description to get drone tips, news, and guides sent directly to your inbox. Like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more videos like this one.
Okay, so those sedikit banyak tentang 3D mapping ya. So 3D mapping is one of highly valuable skills lah sekarang. And then actually for you to get started, it's not actually you have to own like a very expensive drone with sensor. You can even start with just a normal camera drone yang harga dalam like very mini 2 for example, that which is only like 1,800 something, and then you can use autonomous application, for example like Litchi, for you to do like a flight plan, for you to automatically take picture, and then the most important thing is for you to master the 3D mapping software, for example like Pix4D. That's where the money come from lah. Where how good are you in turning all of those picture, all of those video into becoming a very good 3D mapping model. I think one of our participants in here have a very good knowledge in 3D mapping. If you want to ask questions, you can ask Abang Aidel, the registered guy. He's very good in 3D mapping. So if you want to learn about 3D mapping with drone, you can ask him. Okay, so another industry where drones come and very famous now is maintenance and inspection, especially for those who have big plants, industry plants. We actually use drone to do inspection instead of sending real people, because most of the time, especially in industry berat, contohnya dekat kawasan electric plants atau chemical plants, then we use drone to inspect whether ada kebocoran ke, ataupun is there any parts that we need to replace. Then we might use drones, and then not only drone can be used to inspect the outer layer of the plant, there's a certain kind of drone that can do inspection inside the plants or area which are hard for human to reach. So that's one type of drone in the next video that I will show, which can perform that kind of task.
With the fourth industrial revolution, organizations are digitalizing their industrial processes to make operations safer and more efficient. Meet the Helios 3, an unmatched combination of intelligence, versatility, and stability that instantly turns vast data into digital insights. Relying on a unique combination of LiDAR technology, computer vision, and onboard processing power, Helios 3 opens doors to a whole new world of inspection, mapping, and surveying. With the all-new SLAM-based stabilization algorithm, pilots from all skill levels can perform complex missions with close to no training. Helios 3 floats still as a stone, even in the toughest conditions. Like an indoor GPS, the LiDAR scans its surroundings to build a centimeter-accurate map. This map is displayed instantly to the pilot, empowering him with exceptional locational awareness. Reporting is done intuitively on a high-resolution 3D model of your asset. Points of interest captured in flight are readily available in inspection. Thanks to an integration with GeoSLAM Connect, Helios 3's LiDAR data can be processed to build survey-grade 3D models. The modular payload base features 2 ports providing aerial capabilities for a range of upcoming applications. With its signature cage, collision-resilient flight controller, and unique reversing motors, Helios 3 is the only mapping drone in the market that can recover from a collision without crashing. The IP44 design allows for the inspection and mapping of harsh environments. Helios 3 delivers stunning close-up images, even in complete darkness. The static payload now comes with a fully unobstructed field of view, a 4K camera, a distance sensor, a thermal camera, and up to 16,000 lumens of light. Thanks to the industry-leading dust-proof and oblique lighting system, looking for pitting, cracks, or buildup becomes as natural as doing it manually with a flashlight. Helios 3 offers up to 12.5 minutes of flight time, so you can go the extra mile on every single flight. In a radically changing industry, digitize the inaccessible using Helios 3 and get full operational clarity inside your assets in all safety.
Okay, so that's a little bit about drone usage for inspection. And now with technology like 5G, even now they are looking for more remote punya pilots yang boleh operate daripada for example I want to do inspection in Singapore, tapi sekarang saya di Sarawak, but with technology like 5G later on, we can do inspection. For example, I'm a pilot in Sarawak, but the drone that are used for inspection will be in Singapore, for example. So inspection, drone usage in inspection is a very big business lah. And if, for example, if you guys want to take a career in drones, or you want to do business in drones, then inspection is one of the niche where you guys can go, because that's where one of the big money come. Okay, so now another part where drone come is very interesting is in a transportation industry. Okay, in transportation industry, drone will be called as autonomous aerial vehicles, AAV, or known as eVTOL, electrical vertical takeoff and landing. So this is one of newest innovation in aerospace industry, which they have, which they get most of the inspiration and also mimic the usage of drone, especially in a multi-rotor setting. Okay, so mostly it is an electrical base, and then it has omnidirectional fan, just like a drone with a propeller, and then it is designed to mobilize people from one location to another location, and it is either controlled by the person who's inside it, or you just sit in there, and then this flying taxi, they call it, this flying taxi, it will move according to the flight path that you have been set to so we consider it as for example like flying grab for example, I want to go Spring from border 744, then it will automatically know where's the flight path to it. And then this eVTOL or flying taxi, to be simple, the usage of it in China, they have already started to use this for a trial. Even in Indonesia, there has already started bringing in, but most likely for the usage of government institutions, for example like policemen or the army. Okay. In Malaysia, if I'm not mistaken, one of the company which pioneer in this technology, EHang, they have done the testing last year, but I'm not sure when Malaysia gonna commercialize the flying taxi So hopefully soon, maybe we'll be having one in Sarawak. Okay, so let's see. This is the video of EHang. EHang is one of the pioneer of this flying taxi so they already have been doing a lot of testing, especially in China and also the neighboring country. This one, the video that you guys going to see is they're going to transport people from one place to another autonomously. There's no pilot inside. So you're actually betting your life on it. is flying taxi. So from what we can see, the commercialization use of the flying taxi might be useful, for example, like in a tourist area. So I don't think that it's suitable to be used, for example, like in the urban setting, because our congestion of air traffic and everything, right? So that is one example. That one is from China, a proof of concept. Another one will be, this one is from America, the Jetson one that we just have heard. So this company, they believe that soon everyone will afford to have one of these flying taxi. So this is only one passenger flying taxi. So that is also one of a company that's trying to promote flying vehicles. Not sure in Malaysia if there's anyone who's already trying to do that. So hopefully someone from Malaysia also can come with a proof of concept of a flying vehicle. Maybe not as dangerous as that one. The one I also don't dare to fly because open prop, right? So very dangerous. And can't imagine also what's the sounds going to be like, right? So I think that is the last industry. Okay. So before we moving into the drone tech carrier, okay. So there's also one of industry where drone has become a very good hype, which is in the drone delivery. But I didn't put drone delivery inside because it looks like the concept of drone delivery has not taken off So a lot of companies, for example like DHL, they has already pulled off themselves from a lot of their drone delivery projects So I'm not sure what happened, but mostly it is regarding things like law, things like regarding like airspace, your jarak with the airport and everything. So drone delivery for packaging is one of the concepts that might not be valid anymore So, but if you guys want to pursue into the idea of drone delivery, but you guys have to think about those kind of things that have become challenge for company like DHL. So that's why drone delivery for like consumer market, might not be viable, but if you guys want to explore into a different kind of target market, then there might be a proof of concept that can be done. Okay. Wow, I'm not sure if you guys at the back can see this. It's very small. Okay, so but I just going to talk very briefly about what is drone tech career path, and it's also applicable if you are looking into building a business in drone environments. All right. So the way of how we can read this, okay. So the purple side here, this is few of the industry field where you can explore. The first one is the usage of drone as a business or a services. This means that you are using drones to offer services. For example, for taking photography, for filming, or for other things like mapping, inspection. That is where you're using drone and offering it as a services. The type of job that come in this kind of field will be drone operator, business analyst, drone consultant, technician, and also engineer. That is where one field where you can build a career in using drone and offering drone as a services. Okay, the second type of field where you can develop your career path or also business opportunity is also in the hardware and software side. Because as we learned just now, right, the heart of a drone is the flight controllers. So if you can manufacture your own hardware, if you can manufacture, for example, your own sensor or your own flight controller, then there's a market in that, and there's also opportunity for you to grow your career. For example, as a programmer for the flight controller, a programmer for the sensors. And also you also can develop software that regarding the drone. For example, like I said before, 3D mapping, right? A very huge business, or a data analyst, right? So if you can mastering yourself into either using the software or building your own software that can cater those market, then that's a huge opportunity for you to build a career or building a business in hardware or drone software. So another part is in education and training. Okay, this is where you can offer services to certified people who want to be a drone pilots, or you can provide training. For example, in a very niche kind of drone situation. For example, using drone in agriculture. So that is another one special training. Using drone for inspection and also data mining, for example. That is another industry for training. So training doesn't mean it have to be just the basic pilot course. So it can be training into a much more deeper subject. For example, like operating drone in agriculture, operating drone in inspections, or operating drone to do mapping, photogeometry, and everything. So there's a huge opportunity for you to grow career as a trainer or to grow business in doing training for drones. So you can either become a drone trainer, drone instructor, or an AI or IoT specialist, where you can do data analysis and everything. So the fourth industry where you can go into is entertainment, leisure, and tourism. Okay, so this is where you can use your drone. For example, like you want to do event, drone racing event, right? So that is one of form of using drone as an entertainment. Or you might want to be a drone pilot, the drone racer. So that is also one field where drone can grow yourself as a career or a business opportunity. Okay, so the last one is in the field of military and search and rescue. So you can grow your career either as an operator for SAR, search and rescue missions, or you might offer services in this field of search and rescue. And also in military, for example, you might want to develop a special kind of drone for military use. So that's a very huge market for career and also business opportunity in utilizing drones in this market. Okay, so here are also five fields: disaster management, agriculture, wildfire mapping, freight transport, and law enforcement. This is things that you can get into in applying your knowledge about drones. Other than that, the career that also might related to drone is things about data science, programming, GIS, analytics, consulting, design, visual analysis. This is a complementary skills lah. So if you have these skills and then you have also your drone piloting skills, then you can be a very marketable person in industry. Other than that, you also need your knowledge in drone piloting, maintenance, etc. lah. This one is what we need to study lah. But I don't think that we need to formally study all this. So you just have to mastering yourself in what kind of specialization that you want to get into lah. So is it either using drone as services, or you want to develop hardware or software for drone, or are you want to be a trainer for drone pilots, or are you want to build entertainment industry around drone, or you also can go into the market of using drone in military or search and rescue. Okay, so this is some of the drone career path and also a business opportunity. Alright. Okay, so I think that is the last slide for module 2. So I think we'll be having our lunch. Is it ready yet? Yeah. Okay, so we'll be having our lunch and we might come back around 2 p.m. Okay, so yeah, have a good lunch, everyone.
So thank you so much. So now, can you hear my voice, everyone? Okay, now we have prepared lunch at the back. So you can have your lunch and then just make sure please be ready at 1:50. And then we will start.